Hello, myself Dr. Amol Mohan Dharmadhikari. I am a cardiothoracic surgeon practicing as a consultant cardiac surgeon at Aster Aadhar Hospital, Kolhapur. And today, in Heart Talk, let us talk about coronary artery disease, its primary and secondary prevention. As we all know, our heart is the most hard-working muscle in the body, which pumps around 4 to 5 liters of blood per minute in resting condition. And by doing this, it supplies blood, nutrients and oxygen-rich blood to the whole of the body, including itself. The heart is covered by coronary arteries, which supply blood and nutrients to the heart itself. And the disease of this coronary artery is called as coronary artery disease. Today let us talk on coronary artery disease. So what is coronary artery disease? This is due to deposition of lipid or fat or atherosclerosis from within the vessel wall or from within the coronary arteries, due to which the coronary arteries get narrow, the blood supply to the heart reduces and the patient gets heart attack or chest pain. Now this coronary artery disease is more prevalent in India than in the Western world. Now, this is due to genetic setup of the Indian population. And in the last 2 to 3 years, deaths due to coronary artery disease have topped the list of deaths in India. And this is very alarming. So we need to know what exactly are the risk factors for coronary artery disease. So coronary artery disease risk factors are divided into two. One is modifiable and other is non-modifiable. Non-modifiable, we cannot do anything about it, like age, gender and ethnicity or genetics. Age, as the age grows, person is more susceptible to heart disease. Gender, male are 3 to 5 times more prone for heart disease than females. And ethnicity or genetics, we can't do anything about it right now. Modifiable risk factors are something we can definitely do and modify to reduce the risk of heart disease. These are lifestyle, diabetes mellitus, hypertension, obesity, diet and smoking. So let us go through it slowly one by one. Now when we visit a doctor and check ourselves for heart disease, the first thing they will advise your lipid profile or what is your blood cholesterol level. So the higher the blood cholesterol level, the higher the risk of coronary artery disease. So what is this cholesterol? Now this cholesterol is some wax-like substance which is present in each and every cell of the body and is necessary for proper functioning of the body and that cell. This cholesterol again can be divided into good cholesterol and bad cholesterol. Good cholesterol is also called as HDL or high density lipoprotein, and bad cholesterol is also called as LDL or low density lipoprotein. The high density lipoprotein is good because it carries away the cholesterol through the blood to the liver to be removed out of the body. The LDL is bad because it deposits that same cholesterol in the wall of the coronary arteries and causes blockages. The HDL or good cholesterol is taken into the body or is we can eat in the diet through monounsaturated or polyunsaturated fats. And the LDL or the bad cholesterol, we get it from trans fats or saturated fats. Now what are the examples of food through which we can get good HDL or good fats is olive oil, soybean oil, sunflower oil, almonds, cashew nuts, peanuts, and the examples of food which increase the bad cholesterol or full cream milk, cheese, butter, and nowadays fast foods, deep fried items, bakery items, pastries. These are all foods which needs to be cut down from the diet. So what are the things we can do to reduce the cholesterol? First is diet, second is exercise, third is weight loss, and fourth is medicines. Nowadays medicines like statins have came to reduce the blood cholesterol levels. Next we move on to another risk factor, which is obesity. Now what is obesity? Obesity is anything which is 10 to 30% more of weight than the normal for the age and height of the person. And in India, if you see, out of every 4 people, 3 are overweight, and that is a very alarming condition. So how can we reduce obesity? Again, by diet and exercise. Obesity is the cause of many other diseases, not only coronary artery disease, but many other diseases also. So if we can control that, automatically other diseases should also be prevented. Next is physical inactivity. Again, the cause of obesity is physical inactivity. If we get moving, do daily exercises, and keep ourselves fit, definitely the risk factor that obesity will be reduced and our heart will be more fit. Next is smoking. Smoking, as we all know, is a very rampant habit, and addiction is there all over the world. But this smoking can cause twice as number of deaths in a heart disease patient as in a non-smoker. So quit smoking and stay healthy. Next, if you see, is in the risk factor is diabetes mellitus. By 2020, India is going to be the world capital of diabetes, and this is not a good thing. This is definitely a bad thing. And if we, according to one study, out of all the diabetic population which they studied, 32% of the people had blocks in their coronary arteries. Out of that, 10% had heart failure, and 70% of them had hypertension. This is really bad. Next risk factor, what we are going to see is hypertension. Now this hypertension nowadays has started in an earlier group. Previously, hypertension was a disease of the old. Now hypertension is seen in teens at the age of 20, 22, 24 because of lifestyle and the demands of the profession. Hypertension is seen at the earlier age group. So treatment of hypertension and prevention of hypertension is also important in today's life. By the year 2025, the estimated population of Indian males would be around 22.6% of the males and 23.9% in females. And the most alarming fact about hypertension is, out of all the hypertensive patients, 62% of the people don't know they are hypertensive. They remain undiagnosed and untreated. Next in reduction of risk factor is lifestyle. Nowadays, in any profession, the level of stress is so much that the lifestyle of each and every one of us is stressful. So what I would recommend is, take things easy, live a happy and joyful life, and do not aim for perfection in every field of life. Take things easy so that stress levels will be reduced in our life. Next is annual health checkup. Now, as we all know, what is advised is, after the age of 40, we all should have at least once in a year annual health checkup to see if our heart is fit, if our body is fit. So to summarize, what all things I said regarding risk factors and controlling them. First one is diet. So watch for what you eat. First and foremost, fresh fruits and vegetables should be the major chunk of your diet, and trans fats, bakery items or processed carbohydrates should be the least. Second is exercise. Daily exercise is advisable. If you are asking exactly how much amount of exercise to be done, at least 30 minutes of exercise 5 days out of 7 days is advisable. Then smoking. Quit smoking, quit tobacco in any form. And this not only will help you reducing the risk for heart disease, but this will also help you in the reduction of cancers. This will also help you in making your bones stronger, reducing osteoporosis, in maintaining your oral health and maintaining your mental health. So I think my talk on heart and heart disease has been helpful to you, and take care of your heart, stay healthy, stay fit. Thank you.